I understand that the first part of Bohemian Rhapsody that was shot was the Wembley Stadium part at the end of the film.
Yes.
Does that mean that was the first bit you had to attack, and was that the most challenging part of the film for you?
Yeah, I got to worry about that for a year and a half, tossing and turning in bed. But I always referred to that sequence as the Death Star sequence for Bohemian Rhapsody, because if it didn't work, the whole film would collapse. So fortunately, I was able to tinker with that for a year. So yes, it kept me up at night for sure. Yeah. Thank you.
We're going to 113 and then back to 4.
Hi, Michael from the USC Daily Trojan.
Hi.
Hi. So as a
Alma mater.
Yeah. So as a USC graduate, you've obviously had a lot of support from people all around with a great education, all that. So how have you been able to translate all the support that you've received into such a masterful film where you have to combine both the music score, the editing, all of it all together to form one good cinematography?
You mean how much support when I went to school there, or
just all? Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, I guess support in general, whether it's school throughout your life and all the people all your friends and family and teachers and so forth that encourage you and they believe in you. I guess that keeps you going. Even in really trying times where you think it's never going to work out, you just keep with it, and I guess that makes all the difference. Sorry, my phone is going off.
We're going back to 4, and then we'll end with 90.
Hello, 4.
To your right.
Over this way. Hi.
Sorry,
When you just.
1 second, my phone is
So sorry.
going crazy. Of course. All right. I'm sorry. Where are you?
Oh, back here in the back.
90?
To your
4.
right.
Number 4.
4. Hi.
Hi. You just talked about the Wembley scene.
Yes.
Was that actual footage of the crowd?
No, that was we had probably about 1,000 extras on our biggest day, which is of course a drop in the bucket for that kind of scene. It was one giant field, and then we basically took individual people and scanned each of them, 360-degree scan, and each person would do all the gyrations of each song and sing the song, and then we would duplicate them, of course, in the crowd and change their clothes and so forth. But it was all original footage, basically real people, but placed in there, so it kind of pseudo CGI. And the stadium itself, of course, was CGI. Yeah.
And we'll end up with 90 down the middle.
Carolyn Jardine from the Hollywood Reporter. Hi, John.
How you doing?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What I wanted to ask you is, throughout the season, you obviously became really tight with the team that made Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
And you also, in the last couple of weeks, became very close with the other editors. I saw you with Barry and Patrick and the others.
Yes,
Could you just talk about the experience?
Yes,
and
just
the people
now,
you
it's
got to
weird
know?
after. You kind of are numb to this whole thing, but the tension's building during the whole campaign, whatever. And then the moment that happened, I just got extremely emotional, shaking the hands of my fellow editors, because it just simply dawns on you all the agony they've been through as well, and then all the agony I went through that whole year, and then it just wells up, and I was hoping I could keep it together before I went on the stage. Referring to the crew and cast in this film, like I said in my speech, there was just sort of this love that permeated the whole production, really. And then that sounds really artsy-fartsy to say, but it's actually true. We just all believed in the film. We all believed in each other. So it was. I consider this crew my friends. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.